If you feel stuck, this video will open your mind. Life is the journey from ignorance to knowledge, and from knowledge to wisdom. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Lao Tzu. To acquire knowledge, one must study, but to acquire wisdom, one must observe. Marilyn Vos Savon. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Confucius. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Albert Einstein. Sometimes it's the questions that we ask that show how wise we are, not the answers. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Bruce Lee. The more I read, the more I acquire, the more certain I am that I know nothing. Voltaire. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. Stephen Hawking. Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. George Bernard Shaw. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. Knowledge comes, but wisdom lingers. Alfred Lord Tennyson. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their proper name. Confucius. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Aristotle. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Confucius. Prejudices are what fools use for reason. Voltaire. Common sense in an uncommon degree is what the world calls wisdom. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. Galileo Galilei. Wisdom begins in wonder. Socrates. Mistakes are the portals of discovery. James Joyce. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey. Patience is the companion of wisdom. St. Augustine. Wisdom is knowing the right path to take. Integrity is taking it. M.H. McKee. Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening when you'd have preferred to talk. Doug Larson. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Silence is a source of great strength. Lao Tzu. The simple things are also the most extraordinary things, and only the wise can see them. Paulo Coelho. Do not be wise in words, be wise in deeds. Jewish proverb. The wise man bridges the gap by laying the plank of tolerance. What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness? Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Maturity is when you stop trying to change others and instead focus on changing yourself. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. Knowing what must be done does away with fear. Rosa Parks. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Victor Hugo. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. Bob Marley. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Seneca. It is not what we do, but also what we do not do, for which we are accountable. Molière. Do not grow old. No matter how long you live, never cease to stand like curious children before the great mystery into which we were born. Albert Einstein. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Plato. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. William Shakespeare. A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. William Shakespeare. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. Anton Chekhov. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Leo Tolstoy. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Jimi Hendrix. Wisdom is the sunlight of the soul. Wisdom is oftentimes nearer when we stoop than when we soar. William Wordsworth. The wise does at once what the fool does at last. Baltasar Gracian.